welcome to game day at the Eagles Nest. We're here at the Payne Athletic Center here on Eagles Sports Network. I'm Will Hadley alongside Brandon Coons, looking forward to bringing you a really exciting matchup tonight between the Southwestern Oklahoma State Lady Bulldogs and the Oklahoma Christian University Lady Eagles. We have an awesome matchup in store for you tonight. We'll be right back after this break with a preview.
Please have a seat. I'll be honest. Your resume, not what I'm used to.
I know.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need a hard worker.
Good. I've got 2 part-time jobs and to help my parents pay the bills.
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find, cultivate, and train a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, "Read your lease. No pets allowed." My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Hello.
Hi, I'm from Blue Hood Stone Barns. We brought a meal for you, and I'm here to serve it to you.
Okay, great. Come in.
Zucchini carbonara, made from zucchini that was harvested earlier this morning.
Again?
Hey, Dan Barber.
You have room for a little bit more?
Come on in.
Brochettes, the sausage. So when we made that zucchini carbonara, you know, they're the end pieces of the zucchini, and they're the cores that we cut away. Not to mention zucchini flour. Usually those get thrown out. We use them to create an entire second dish. Does that, oh.
Again?
I'm here to bring you your third course. It's the vines from your zucchini.
We'll have a little zucchini stem pasta. A different experience of zucchini. When we start to think differently about our food, we can get a lot more out of it.
This is delicious.
What do you think we can make out of this? 40% of food in America is never eaten. Cook it, store it, share it. Visit SaveTheFood.com.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
Good evening and welcome back. Brandon, let's talk a little bit about the Lady Eagles. So the Lady Eagles are coming off of a loss against Mid-America Christian here at the Eagles Nest. Tough loss for the Lady Eagles. We played pretty well towards the end of the game. However, the beginning was a big scoring drought, not very good shooting. Now, Addie Clift had an absolutely awesome game for the Lady Eagles. She had 31 points. However, on the other side of the court was Alexis Shannon for the Evangels, and she lit it up. 41 points, absolutely dominated the game, and the Lady Eagles paid for that. Brandon, looking at the Lady Eagles, what's kind of jumping off the sheet to you?
Well, like you said, Addie Clift had 31 points the other night, but we're going to need another Lady Eagle to step up and score as much as Addie Clift did. I think we need Katie Mayo to step up tonight There's an interesting stat tonight going into the game. In this girls' game between the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Eagles, you're going to see 3 of the top 15 shooters on all of Division II basketball, with Haley Tucker, Hayden Pretty, and Addie Clift. Addie Clift sits 6th with 1,540 points. Hayden Pretty sits in 15th with 1,352 points. And Haley Tucker sits in 2nd with 1,806 points. So you're going to see 3 really good shooters in these teams tonight.
Now, we talked about defense and getting out into transition and shooting shots, or making shots is what the Eagles need. Now, that's easier said than done. Let's look at their shooters. We have Addie Clift, obviously, who has been an absolute beast from beyond the arc. She's lighting it up from 3. Always seems that she's always shooting from as deep as she would like. Now, other shooters for the Lady Eagles, we have Allie Christie, and we have Madison Collier. These are 3 players that are going to prove vital for the Lady Eagles tonight, getting out in transition. We're going to have to hit those shots if we're going to win this game.
I think we're going to see a pretty good game tonight, and the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Eagles, we will have the tip-off and the starting lineups right after this break.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
Give your town a reason to celebrate, because every Goodwill item you bring home brings job training and more to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Good evening and welcome back. Brandon, let's talk a little bit about the Lady Eagles. So the Lady Eagles are coming off of
Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
Give your town a reason to celebrate, because every Goodwill item you bring home brings job training and more to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
Welcome back to this matchup between the Southwestern Oklahoma State Lady Bulldogs and the Oklahoma Christian University Lady Eagles. I'm Will Hadley alongside Brandon Coons. Now, Brandon, let's talk about Southwestern Oklahoma State here and what we can kind of expect from them.
Well, Southwestern Oklahoma State comes into this game with a record of 6-1 on this season after they beat Lubbock Christian on Monday night 77-75.
And for the Lady Bulldogs, there's two players in particular to watch out for, and that's Haley Tucker and Hayden Pretty. Now, starting off with Haley Tucker, she is absolutely dominant. She's a 6'4" guard, which is something that you don't see very often, and she can kind of attack from all over the floor. She's averaging 19.4 points per game, which is leading this Lady Bulldogs team in scoring, as well as number 14, Hayden Pretty. She's averaging 17. She's playing at the point guard position, and she leads in assists, averaging 3.3 assists as well. So shutting down Haley Tucker and Hayden Pretty and getting out in transition and scoring buckets is going to be the way for the Lady Eagles to win this game, in my opinion.
Yeah, and another thing to note about this Lady Bulldogs team is this is only their second road game of the season that's a true road game for them, as they haven't played really competitive teams. Their first big win came when the Great American Conference play opened up for them last Thursday in Ada, Oklahoma, when they played East Central and won 79-76. As a team, the Southwestern Oklahoma State University Lady Bulldogs average 84.3 points a game and 37.6 rebounds a game.
Now, this is the second matchup in this home-and-home non-conference series between the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Eagles. We're definitely looking forward to what we have in store here tonight in this matchup. I think this matchup is going to be much closer than the last one, and this one should go down to the wire. We'll be right back after this break. Thanks so much for tuning in to Eagle Sports Network.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes, and you come to mine. This is it. First impression. My way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Action!
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim Herbal, and on behalf of Oklahoma Christian University, welcome to the Eagles Nest. Tonight's matchup features the visiting Lady Bulldogs of Southwestern Oklahoma State University and your Lady Eagles of Oklahoma Christian. At this time, we invite everyone to please stand Men, kindly remove your caps. As we are led in prayer, please remain standing for performance of our national anthem. Let's pray. Father God, we thank you for this opportunity that we can come to you through the power and the name and the blood of Jesus Christ. Father, we thank you for the nation in which we live to have the freedom to come and enjoy this sport. Father, we pray that you would be with our nation and that you would be Lord over it. Father, we pray for these athletes that you would keep them safe today in this contest. For those of us as spectators, help us exemplify the character and nature of Jesus Christ. Father, we thank you for the season, and Father, we just pray that you would bring peace in the world and bring it through us. We pray in your name.
Now as starting lineups are being introduced here, starting for the Southwestern Oklahoma State Lady Bulldogs, we're going to have number 12, Haley Tucker. She's a senior from Bartlesville, Oklahoma, Bartlesville High School. And then starting at the other guard is Hayden Pretty, 5'9", senior from Piedmont, Oklahoma. Number 15, Taylor Hedrick, a 5'10", junior from Chester, Oklahoma. Number 21, Tyra Aska, a 5'8", junior from Meridian, Oklahoma. And number 23, Bethany Franks, a 5'11", sophomore from Norman, Oklahoma.
And now that we're going to have the starting lineups for the Lady Eagles tonight. Starting for the Lady Eagles is number 5, Addie Clift. Number 10, Megan Shelton. Number 11, Caroline Lawley. Number 23, Madison Coyer. Number 25, Katie Mayo. The head coach of Oklahoma Christian is Stephanie Finley. She's assisted by Larry Truesdell, Jessica Finley, strength and conditioning coach Keaton Perry, and graduate assistant Mackenzie Stanford.
And the Lady Bulldogs are coached by Kelsey Music. Assistant coaches are Sophie Anderson and Venus Gregory. Now, you see for the Lady Eagles, Addie Clift is obviously a big factor in this game. Shutting down Addie is going to be a big deal for the Lady Bulldogs. And along with Addie is Katie Mayo. And Katie Mayo has been awesome this season as kind of a workhorse typically when Addie is not usually playing her best. Katie Mayo kind of steps in and kind of relieves her in scoring. So Katie Mayo is going to be a big factor in this game tonight, especially using her height. She can score from anywhere.
Yeah, and the other night, Addie Clift had 31 points, and Katie Mayo had 15. If Katie Mayo could step up and have the same amount of points as Addie Clift, I think that we can compete with this Southwestern Oklahoma State University Lady Bulldogs team. As we're moments away from tip-off here in the Pan Athletic Center, it is Christmas night here in the Nest, as many of the students in attendance tonight are wearing ugly Christmas sweaters tonight in the Nest.
as these students are trying to win some money towards their club's banquet. They're showing out tonight, trying to make some noise and have some good attendance. And we are going to get this game started. It appears that tipping off for the Lady Bulldogs is going to be Bethany Franks, the 5'11 sophomore from Norman, Oklahoma. And tipping it up for the Eagles, number 25, Katie Mayo from Newcastle, Oklahoma.
And tipping the ball for the Lady Bulldogs is number 23, Bethany Franks.
And the Bulldogs win the tip. And here comes Hayden Pretty. Gets it out to Aska. Now driving is Pretty. Good look down low to Aska. She misses the layup, though, and that's going to be knocked away by Franks, and the Eagles are going to take over. Lady Bulldogs in their press right now. Passing it around. Collier looks to get into the middle to Lawley, but that ball's going to be stolen away there by Taylor Hedrick. Hedrick's going to get it back in the corner and up to Pretty. If you notice, the Eagles' defense has Megan Shelton denying Haley Tucker from the ball. So Megan Shelton is not helping at all. She's going to stay on Haley Tucker and try to keep her from getting the ball. Addie Cliff for three. Got it. Addie Cliff brings the Eagles up 3-2. And here comes the Bulldogs. The three-pointer is good the other direction from Hayden Pretty.
As both teams have exchanged three-pointers on each end of the floor.
Eagles break the Bulldogs press again. Now Addie Clift has it. Finds Mayo. Nice pass there from Clift to Mayo. Mayo gets it back off the miss and puts it in. And now the Eagles are tied here 5-5. Now here comes Aska. Mid-range jumper off the mark. Rebound's going to go to Caroline Lawley. She picks it up. And that's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Eagles.
As it looks like here on each possession so far that the Eagles have had the ball, the Southwestern Oklahoma State Lady Bulldogs have kept their full court press on.
As this is going to be a very tough game indeed defensively for both teams. Both of these teams work very well on the defensive side of the ball. And here comes Megan Shelton. She's trapped in the corner from Aska. And Pretty gets it out to Clift. Clift finds Lawley up to Mayo. Mid-range jumper. No good there. And Haley Tucker gets the rebound. And here comes Tucker. Out to Pretty. Across there. No good. The shot from Franks. And here comes Addie Clift. Clift across. Shelton. Three. And that's not going to fall there for Megan Shelton. They're going to get this ball across to Tucker. To Hedrick. Now Tucker at the top of the key. Spins around. Drives. Good look down low there. Tried to find Bethany Franks, but that ball is just going to travel out of bounds. And we are knotted up still at 5. 7:22 remaining in this first quarter. Nice move there by Shelton. Tries to get it to Cliff. That's stolen away there by Hayden Pretty. And now here comes Aska. The three-pointer from Pretty is good. And Hayden Pretty now has 6 points for the Lady Bulldogs. Bulldogs still in their press. Eagles are running it patiently across to Shelton, and that's going to be a 10-second violation as the ball did not get completely across.
And that's what the Lady Bulldogs want when they put the pressure on the Lady Eagles offense.
Now, a lot of people assume that full court press means trying to force a turnover, and while that is the ideal situation, the main function of a press, whether it's full court or half court, is to slow the other team down as Aska hits the three there. A nice shooting night thus far for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs are doing that indeed. They are forcing the Eagles to slow their offense down, and that's going to bring us to a timeout, and we're going to be right back after this break.
I understand. I know it's not your typical resume.
Okay, well.
But candidate. But I've been working double shifts just to pay for books. I've been raising my 2 little brothers. I'm determined, driven, motivated. Isn't that what you're looking for?
Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org.
Conclusion of the media timeout. The Bulldogs lead here 11-5.
And early in this game, the Lady Bulldogs have yet to miss a three-pointer tonight, as they're 100% from the three-point line, as they've hit 2 3-pointers on their last 2 possessions.
Now for the Eagles, they're 1 for 2 from the three-point line. One is good from Clift, and the other one is a miss from Megan Shelton. And these timeouts are going to come to an end, and we're going to play some basketball here. Eagles trail 5-11, 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And it was an early timeout by Coach Finley, using one of her 30-second timeouts, probably to get her team to settle down in this game and help with the press.
And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to get back in the press, and that's going to be a quick foul there. That foul is going to go on number 15, Taylor Hedrick.
And that'll be the first foul that we'll see in this game.
And now they're going to reset the shot clock. And Madison Collier will inbound. Finds Lawley. Dribble handoff to Collier. Finds Mayo. Out to Shelton. Shelton wide open three. No good there. She gets it right back and finds Mayo. And now Clift has it for the Eagles. Dribbles to the corner. Step back jumper. Just off the mark. Rebound. Goes to Haley Tucker. Here comes Tucker. Had nowhere to go. Gets it out to Hedrick, who drives. Knocked. Not going to get the foul. Caroline Lawley will get the rebound there. And here comes Madison Collier. Collier has their pass knocked away. Looks to find Mayo again. And that ball's going to be lost. And we're going to have a foul. And I believe that's going to stay here with the Lady Eagles. That foul's on number 23, Bethany Franks. And now, checking in for the Lady Bulldogs is going to be number 22, Maddie Spurl.
And checking in for the Lady Eagles is Kendall Blackburn.
Now Clift gets it to Blackburn. Blackburn has nowhere to go. Finds Clift again. Clift driving, looks for the foul, does not get it. Gonna miss that one. And now here come the Bulldogs. Up to Aska. Driving, looks back to Pretty. She wanted that three-pointer. She's not going to get it. Now Pretty has it again. Finds Spurl. Stolen away there by Clift. And here comes Clift. A 2-on-1 chance. She'll put one up. No good. And that rebound is going to go to Spurl. And Eagles not starting too hot on the offensive side. Nice ball movement there from the Lady Bulldogs, as that bucket is going to go for Bethany Franks. Now the Eagles just cannot break this press. So many turnovers to start this game as Aska comes down the other way. She'll drive, she loses it, and a turnover there for the Bulldogs. And now checking in for the Eagles is number 32, Tyra Peck. Lady Bulldogs continue their full court pressure.
As the Lady Eagles are going to have to find a way to get a shot to fall, as they're one of their last 8.
Megan Shelton gets a nice look there to Mayo. That ball swatted away again. And Mayo is going to drive and be blocked there by Haley Tucker. And now the Eagles will inbound from under their own basket. Madison Collier passing the ball in. Collier finds Peck. Back to Collier. Puts one up, no good. Madison Collier will now go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
And the call on the foul is called on Tyra Aska. That's her first of the game. It's the 3rd team foul of this first quarter for the Lady Bulldogs.
Collier's first free throw is good. Nothing but net there for Madison Collier. As Collier drives, does a great job.
Kendra Levings is going to check in for the first time tonight for the Lady Eagles.
Collier did a great job of drawing the foul there. And that second free throw is going to be wide left. And now here's Aska, guarded by Mayo. Looks down low to Pretty, and that is good. Another display of fine ball movement there from the Eagles as Levings comes the other way. And Kendra Levings is going to step out of bounds. Another turnover for the Lady Eagles, who trail 6-15. And now Pretty at the top of the key. Finds Aska a deep 3, and that is off the mark. Rebound goes to Kendall Blackburn. Nice job there from Blackburn, keeping that ball secure. Collier gets it across the half-court line. Good look. Mayo to Levings, corner 3. No good. Kendall Blackburn, nice rebound. However, she's going to toss it away. That's going to fall into the hands of Maddie Spurl. And now Pretty, another 3. That's wide left. And Kendall Blackburn knocks that ball out of bounds, and now it'll stay here with the Lady Bulldogs.
And for the Lady Bulldogs, number 32, Deauville Strimatire checks in for the first time tonight.
As Haley Tucker puts one up in the post, and that is no good, but Kendall Blackburn could not hold on to that rebound, and that one just travels out of bounds. And now Caroline Lawley checking into the game. Give Katie Mayo a rest. Corner 3 from Spurl, and that is good. 3 points from Maddie Spurl. Levings trapped in the corner. She's going to knock that ball off of the foot of Pretty. It'll go out of bounds. And now the Eagles working with 25 seconds on the shot clock. 2:48 remaining in the first quarter. Eagles trail by 12. Collier looks down low to Lawley. Nice move there from Caroline Lawley. And she gets the layup to go. Eagles now trail by 10. Now here's Pretty. Gets it back to Aska. Looks across to Tucker. Tucker wants the shot, puts a layup, and that is good from Haley Tucker. The Lady Eagles have done a pretty good job of containing Tucker. And she kind of showed what she can do there on the offensive side of the ball right there. Levings, corner 3. No good. Blackburn tries to save it, but steps out of bounds. And that will continue a poor shooting night from the Lady Eagles as Levings misses 2 in a row. And now here's Hayden Pretty. Finds Aska. And now Spurl already has 1-3 on the night. Looks a pretty mid-range jumper, and that is automatic from Hayden Pretty. And it seems like The Eagles are shutting down Haley Tucker. However, Hayden Pretty is kind of just picking up where Tucker left off. And Hayden Pretty is just scoring at will. She has 10. Following the miss there from Spurl. Madison Collier comes the other way. That's knocked away. Nice athletic move there from Tyra Aska to the unaware Collier. She knocks that ball out of her hands. Rejected by Kendall Blackburn on the other end. And now, number 32, Povile Stramaide will go to the line. That first free throw is no good. Now Addie Clift will check back into the game for the Lady Eagles, along with Alexa Harvey, the sophomore guard from Weatherford, Oklahoma, checking in for the Lady Bulldogs. Second free throw is no good. And now here comes Levins. Finds Clift in the corner. Clift tries to dribble through Pretty and Tucker. And Tucker is going to go to the line now, following the hard foul from Kendra Levings. In stellar defense tonight from the Lady Bulldogs. They seem to be forcing turnovers every other time that the Lady Eagles come down the floor almost. Haley Tucker at the line misses the first free throw. A rare miss there from Haley Tucker. Is now Megan Shelton will check in for the Lady Eagles. And the second free throw is good from Tucker. And Lawley will inbound, finds Shelton. Shelton comes across the right side, finds Blackburn. Blackburn, nice move down low. Physical move there from Kendall Blackburn. She has had an awesome night so far, playing very aggressively on both sides of the ball. As that's going to be a miss there from Harvey. And Shelton, mid-range jumper, just off the mark. Caroline Lawley gets it back, puts one up, and that's going to be a miss. And Clift will knock it away out of bounds. And the Lady Bulldogs will take over possession here.
As the Lady Bulldogs, the most likely hold for the last shot with 19 seconds left in the first quarter and the shot clock being turned off.
Now Harvey comes across and finds Pretty. Looks to Spurl in the corner. Three-pointer from Spurl. And that is good. 4 seconds remaining. Cliff dribbling through defenders. She has to put one up. She's going to look at Lawley, and that's going to go out of bounds. And that will conclude our first half. Lady Bulldogs jump out to a quick lead, 26-10.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
Give your town a reason to celebrate, because every Goodwill item you bring home brings job training and more to your community. Goodwill, bring good home.
Welcome back. We have concluded the first quarter of play. Eagles trail 10-26. And the Eagles have not had too hot of a game offensively. Tell us a little bit about that, Brandon.
Yeah, the Eagles finished the first quarter only shooting 25%. They only had 4 shots out of 16 go in for them in the first quarter. But part of that was that the Lady Bulldogs seemed to press them each time that the Lady Eagles were on offense. And the Lady Eagles have also committed more turnovers than the Lady Bulldogs at 7-3. The Eagles are currently losing the rebound game at 12-10.
As the Lady Bulldogs have been stifling on defense. And their press has been absolutely monstrous. The Eagles have had nowhere to go. 7 turnovers already at the end of the first quarter. And now, here's Clift, ready to set up some half-court offense and chip away at this lead. Clift finds Shelton. Shelton drives, layup, scores! Megan Shelton, nice right-handed layup there on the drive. And now, the Bulldogs leads at 14. Here's Franks. Good move from Franks. Could not get the layup to go. Peck saves it. Here comes Clift. Good bounce pass down low to Katie Mayo. She loses it. And now that's Mayo and Tucker will be held up with a jump ball, and the Lady Bulldogs will take back possession. And now Hayden Pretty. To Spurl. Drives, rejected by Mayo. And Mayo caught the shot that she blocked out of bounds. And now with 9 minutes and 12 seconds left in the quarter, the Bulldogs will inbound, and that was stolen away by Peck. Now here comes Lawley to Clift. Good look from Clift down to Mayo. And just off the mark on the layup, a little too strong there from Katie Mayo. Eagles back on defense. Stolen from Megan Shelton. Shelton crossed the Clift, mid-range jumper. Got it, Addie Clift. She has 5 points now. And now it is a 12-point lead for the Bulldogs. Spurl for 3. That's off. Lawley with the rebound. And now the Lady Eagles trying to march back into this game. Into Mayo, no good. Another miss from Mayo. Puts another one up, and she's going to go to the free throw line. The Lady Eagles looking to start the second quarter on a 6-0 run.
As the Lady Eagles have started the second quarter better than when they started this game, as they're trying to chip away and get the deficit down.
As that foul was on number 12, Haley Tucker. It would be very important for the Eagles to get Tucker in foul trouble. And that job, you would think, would be left up to Katie Mayo down low.
As Taylor Hedrick checked back into the game for the Lady Bulldogs.
And now driving is Hedrick. Good move there on the pass, and that's going to be a foul. On the floor.
And Tyra Aska is going to check back in for the Lady Bulldogs, as well as Kendall Blackburn for the Lady Eagles.
As Mayo a little frustrated with her play in the second quarter. It's Haley Tucker, the deep three, and that is good from Haley Tucker. Gives a little look to the crowd. And Addie Clift is going to come the other way. Clift trapped 3 times in a row there. Got out of every single one of them. And then eventually that's going to be a foul on Taylor Hedrick.
And I assume Addie Clift is going to get double teamed all night because everybody knows how good she is.
And here's Tyra Peck getting things started for the Eagles. Off the screen from Blackburn. A good look down low to Blackburn. Just a little too strong there on the pass as that was stolen away by Hedrick. Hedrick drives, changes directions, looks to Aska. Aska now drives. Finds Pretty. Back to Hedrick. And that's stolen away by Megan Shelton. Awesome defensive game from Megan Shelton so far tonight. Weaving through defenders. He finds Lawley for 3. Got it! The bank 3 there from Caroline Lawley. It's a 12-point game again here in the Nest.
Yeah, that was a great smooth shot there by Lawley.
It's Hayden Pretty setting things up. Tucker, one of the three in the corner. She got left open there, but she's not going to get it. And that ball is going to be taken by Addie Cliff the other way. Cliff, good look to Blackburn, layup, got it, Kendall Blackburn. And it is a 10-point game now. Kendall Blackburn up to 4 points now. And here comes Pretty and the Bulldogs as the miss there comes from Haley Tucker. And Lolly's going to fall on the floor looking to get that back. And that's stolen away again. But the Bulldogs are going to stay with it. Hedrick now for three. No good, in the foul there on Haley Tucker. That is 2 fouls early on. And that foul will actually not go on Haley Tucker. That's going to go on Tyra Peck. And they're going to say that Tyra Peck wrapped her hands around Tucker.
Yeah, and the fans here in the Nest did not like that call as they thought it was on the Lady Bulldogs.
And now, here's Pretty, who's going to find Lauren Ramey there. And now we're going to have a jump ball, and that is going to come the other way with the Lady Eagles. Mayo inbounding. Now here's Collier. Lady Bulldogs back in their press. The quick Collier gets it to Blackburn, and now Kendall Blackburn is going to go to the line. Couldn't get the and one bucket there. But she will go to the line looking for 2 points. That foul is going to be on Tyra Aska. As the Eagles trail by 10 here. And Blackburn's first free throw is good.
Blackburn is now 4 of 7 on, excuse me, she's 22 of 26 now from the free throw line.
And the second free throw is no good from Blackburn. Now Aska has it across to Tucker. Into Pretty, back down low to Tucker. Aska for three. No good. Rebound from Franks. And the and one bucket goes there from Bethany Franks. And now checking in for the Lady Bulldogs is going to be number 2, Tabor Beer.
And the foul is called on Madison Coyer. That's her first of the game. Both the Lady Bulldogs and Lady Eagles both have 3 team fouls here with 5 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Good look from Peck down low to Blackburn. And Blackburn could not get the layup to go. As the Lady Bulldogs come the other way into Ramey. And the foul on Kendall Blackburn. Blackburn went to contest that shot, and now Lauren Ramey is going to go to the line for SWOSU. The first free throw is no good.
And Addie Clift and Caroline Lawley are going to check back in for the Lady Eagles. One thing tonight for Southwestern Oklahoma State, they haven't shot very well from the free throw line as they're only 1 of 6.
They make that 1 of 7. It's another free throw miss. Now Caroline Lawley, nice spin move there from Lawley. Finds Collier, spotting up for 3. No good. Clift with the rebound, however. And now Addie Clift is going to reset things. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Good look there from Clift to Lawley. Back to Clift. Beautiful layup. On the reverse there from Addie Clift. Spinning off the backboard. And in smooth as silk there. As Tabor Beer is charged with the turnover. That ball's going to go out of bounds. Eagles on a run late here. They trail by 9.
come to mind. This is it. First impression. My way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Can I make an alpha with that?
Welcome back. Lady Bulldogs lead 31-22. Lady Eagles knocking on the door here, looking to come back into this game. Brandon, what do you think about that?
Well, the Lady Eagles have come out with, I feel like, more intensity here in the second half than they came out in the first quarter. They're making more shots here so far in the second quarter. Addie Cliff so far tonight's the leading scorer for us with 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist.
The leading in scoring for the Lady Bulldogs is Hayden Pretty with 10 points. As Haley Tucker, up to 6 points, hasn't been able to get much to go. And now here comes Collier. Nice hesitation move, she beats Beer. A little stumble, but she'll get it up to Clift, and now Clift is gonna set up a play, drives, spins, nowhere to go. Turn around, no good. Rebound there from Lawley. Clift for 3, got it. Addie Clift, and this gym is rocking as the Eagles cut this deficit to 6 now. Beer gets it to Ramey. Across to Pretty, 3-pointer. Just off the mark. Rebound is going to go to Tabor Beer as Collier couldn't hold on to it. Good look there from Tucker to Franks. Nice contest there from Katie Mayo. Caroline Lawley brings it the other way. Here's Mayo. Mayo, layup. Another one no good from Katie Mayo. And now the Lady Eagles will retain possession. 22 seconds left on this shot clock.
And as he mentioned before the break, the Lady Eagles are on a 5-0 run here.
Now Collier gets it to Lawley, up to Clift. Hand in the face, 3-pointer, off the mark. And no matter where she shoots it from, you know there's always a chance with Addie Clift. And speaking of shooters, Haley Tucker gets a deep 3 to go. Clift driving, finds Mayo, nowhere to go. Mayo puts one up, and that's going to roll in for Katie Mayo. After a series of misses down low from Katie Mayo, she finally gets one to go, and maybe that's what she needs to kind of start rolling here in the second quarter. Franks has it down low, and that's going to be a foul there on the floor. That foul's going to go on Caroline Lawley. That will only be her first foul. But Bethany Franks is going to go to the line as the Bulldogs are in the bonus. No good on the free throw is Bethany Franks.
Maddie Spurl is going to check back in for the Lady Bulldogs. The Lady Bulldogs have not been good from the free throw line tonight as they're now 1 of 8.
And that free throw is good from Bethany Franks. Bulldogs lead now by 8. And now Lawley, a clear lane. She comes back and finds Mayo. Here's Clift, the 3-pointer. Got it. Addie Clift, another 3-pointer, and now it's a 5-point game. Tucker on the other end, and that is short. And here comes Clift again. She's stuck there in the foul, blocking on Bethany Franks.
And Addie Cliff, she shot that last 3-pointer from a couple feet from the 3-point line.
And that'll be Franks' second foul, and she's going to go to the bench.
As that was the Lady Bulldogs' 4th team foul. So if they commit one more, the Lady Eagles will be in the bonus for the rest of the half.
And now Clift weaving through defenders. Pull up. And that is good from Addie Clift. Up to 15 points here in the second quarter. And it's a 3-point game here in the Nest. Spurl, air ball there on the three-pointer, and here comes Peck. Peck finds Mayo. Mayo looks to Lawley. Pump fake, puts one up, good from Caroline Lawley. And the Eagles have come back and cut this deficit to 1.
As the Eagles are on a 9-1 run.
And Haley Tucker is going to look to end that run as she's going to go to the free throw line.
As the Lady Eagles have just erupted here in the second half, or second quarter, excuse me, storming back in this game, only down by 2 here.
And now Taylor Hedrick will check in for the Lady Bulldogs along with Hannah Benson and Kendra Levings for the Eagles. Second free throw is good from Tucker, 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. Here comes Clift. Nice look there to Levings, layup. Little too much power there from Kendra Levings. And now Haley Tucker brings it the other way. Harassed on defense by Madison Collier. She'll give it up to Pretty. Finds Spurl. Now back down to Tucker. Tucker puts one up. That's no good. Nice defense there by Hannah Benson. She'll get the rebound. And we're going to have a foul. And that foul's going to be on number 12. Haley Tucker, another foul. And that will be 2 on Tucker. And now the Eagles are in the bonus, and Hannah Benson is going to shoot free throws.
As Benson goes to the line, she's a 100% free throw shooter on the season, as she's now 4 for 4 from the line.
And now number 11, Savannah Gray, a senior from Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. We'll check into this game for the Bulldogs, and Hannah Benson goes 2 for 2.
And the Eagles are only down by 1 here at 37-36 with 1:10 remaining in the second quarter.
Spurl has it. Driving. Great defense there by Hannah Benson. Benson, since checking into this game, has made an immediate impact. 2 early points and 2 incredible defensive stops. Here comes Hedrick. Driving, scoop layup, scores. A 3-point lead again for the Lady Bulldogs, as both teams are just trading buckets now. Levings has it, finds Benson. Benson gives it up to Clift. Mid-range jumper from Clift. And that is just short there from Addie Clift. And rebound's going to go to Shermide. And now a deep 3 from Hayden Pretty. And that is good. And it's a 6-point lead just like that for the Bulldogs. Clift has it, finds Collier. Collier spins, finds Clift again. Deep 3 from Addie Clift. And it is good. Addie Clift from about 8 feet beyond the 3-point line gets that one to go. And it's a 3-point lead, 1 second remaining. Spurl puts it up, no good. And we are going to go to halftime. Eagles on fire to close this half. They trail 39-42.
And that's a
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
Give your town a reason to celebrate. Because every Goodwill item you bring home brings job training and more to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
I understand. I know it's not your typical resume.
Okay, well...
But... candidate. But I've been working double shifts just to pay for books. I've been raising my 2 little brothers. I'm determined, driven, motivated. Isn't that what you're looking for?
Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org.
Please have a seat. I'll be honest. Your resume is not what I'm used to.
I know.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need a hard worker.
Good. I've got 2 part-time jobs and to help my parents pay the bills.
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find, cultivate, and train a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Hello.
Hi. I'm from Blue Hood Stonebarns. We brought a meal for you, and I'm here to serve it to you.
Okay, great. Come in.
Zucchini carbonara, made from zucchini that was harvested earlier this morning.
Again?
Hey, Dan Barber.
You have room for a little bit more?
Come on in.
Brochettes with sausage. So when we made that zucchini carbonara, you know, they're the end pieces of the zucchini, and they're the cores that we cut away. Not to mention zucchini flower. Usually those get thrown out. We use them to create an entire second dish. Does that... Oh.
Again?
I'm here to bring you your 3rd course. It's the vines from your zucchini.
We'll have a little zucchini stem pasta. A different experience of zucchini. When we start to think differently about our food, we can get a lot more out of it.
This is delicious.
What do you think we can make out of this? 40% of food in America is never eaten. Cook it, store it, share it. Visit SaveTheFood.com.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
Welcome back to the Eagles' Nest, where the Lady Bulldogs lead 42-39 over the Lady Eagles. Here are your first half highlights.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Good evening and welcome back to the Payne Athletic Center, otherwise known as the Nest, here for this matchup between the Southwestern Oklahoma State Lady Bulldogs and the Oklahoma Christian University Lady Eagles. I'm Will Hadley alongside Brandon Coons. Now, for the Lady Bulldogs, it's about what we've expected. Haley Tucker and Hayden Pretty have come into this game firing. Haley Tucker has 11 points, as well as Hayden Pretty, who has 13. And the Eagles started this game, and they've continued to do so in pressuring Haley Tucker and denying her the ball. And that worked for the first few minutes. However, once Haley Tucker has kind of found her groove, she's shown what she can do on offense.
Yeah, and the Lady Eagles offense kind of erupted in the second half. Addie Clift is up to 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 turnover. The Lady Eagles finished the half shooting 41.7%. The Lady Bulldogs finished shooting 40.5%, so both teams pretty much shot even from the field. The thing that's been the difference so far has been free throw shooting. Both teams have not shot very well from the free throw line, as the Bulldogs have just shot 4 of 11, and the Eagles have shot 4 of 8 from the free throw line.
Definitely very interested to see how this second half goes, to see whether the Eagles can continue to shoot like they have been in the second half. And I think the biggest thing is just getting those easy layups, those easy buckets to go, because we've missed a lot of those, and I think that's contributed to this deficit. So Eagles trail 39-42. We'll be right back after this break with some second half action. Welcome back. Brandon, let's talk a little bit about the Lady Eagles. So the Lady Eagles are coming. Good evening and welcome back. Brandon, let's talk a little.
Get it.
Get it. Get it.
Give your town a reason to celebrate, because every Goodwill item you bring home brings job training and more to your community. Goodwill, bring good home.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Hello.
Hi. I'm from Blue Hood Stone Barns. We brought a meal for you, and I'm here to serve it to you.
Okay, great. Come in.
Zucchini carbonara, made from zucchini that was harvested earlier this morning.
Again?
Hey, Dan Barber.
You have room for a little bit more?
Come on in.
Brochettes with sausage. So when we made that zucchini carbonara, you know, they're the end pieces of the zucchini, and they're the cores that we cut away, not to mention zucchini flower. Usually those get thrown out. We use them to create an entire second dish. Does that, oh.
Again?
I'm here to bring you your third course. It's the vines from your zucchini.
We'll have a little zucchini stem pasta. A different experience of zucchini. When we start to think differently about our food, we can get a lot more out of it.
This is delicious.
What do you think we can make out of this? 40% of food in America is never eaten. Cook it, store it, share it. Visit SaveTheFood.com.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Started. Here's Aska. Driving, gets it out to Hedrick. Back up to Aska, driving. That's stolen away by Addie Clift. Here comes Clift. Puts one up, reverse layup. Got it. Addie Clift starting this second half off with a bang. The steal and the score. Smooth finish in transition as Madison Collier is going to get charged with the foul. That will be her second personal.
That is indeed a great start for the Lady Eagles as Addie Clift is now up to 20 points on the night.
Now Aska looks down low to Franks. Guarded by Collier. Nice fake. Excuse me, guarded by Lawley. Bethany Franks is going to get that one to go. And it is once again a 3-point game. Collier gets it to Lawley. Lawley into Mayo. Now back to Lawley for the jumper, and that is off the mark. Mayo with the rebound, and now Katie Mayo is going to go to the free throw line. That's going to be a foul on number 23, Bethany Franks. That will be her third personal foul of the night. Free throw is no good from Katie Mayo. Second one is on its way here with 9:04 remaining in the third quarter. Mayo's second free throw is good, and it is a 2-point game. Now Hayden Pretty is going to bring things up at the point guard position here for the Bulldogs. Out to Hedrick, driving, and she travels on the drive, and now the Lady Eagles are going to look to tie things up.
Yeah, and the Lady Eagles were down big in the first quarter and came storming back in the second as they can tie the game on this possession.
Into Collier for three, and the lead, and she's got it. The Lady Eagles now lead 45-44. And now the Bulldogs are going to try to answer. Hedrick. And that is going to be a 3-second violation on offense there for the Lady Bulldogs. And the Lady Eagles are going to take back possession.
As the Lady Eagles were down by 16.
They've crawled back into this game. Collier, nice move. A little too strong there on the layup. Haley Tucker brings it down the other way. Finds Pretty. Good move there down low. And then Taylor Hedrick is going to miss that short corner jumper there. Oh, nice look from Collier to Lawley. Bounced off the knees of Lawley, too low for her to get there. And Hedrick will drive, and she is fouled on the way to the layup. That foul is going to be on number 10, Megan Shelton. That's Shelton's first personal foul of this game, and now Taylor Hedrick is going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. Free throw is off the mark from Hedrick, and you can see the frustration there. As that looked to me like a clean block there from Shelton. But it won't necessarily matter, as those are going to be 2 missed free throws from Hedrick, and the Eagles will take it back following the jump ball and the tie-up between Hedrick and Clift.
And after those free throws from the Lady Bulldogs, they're now 4 of 13 from the free throw line.
Now Lawley inbounding, looking, finds Clift. Clift gets it back to Lawley. And now she's trapped. She changes directions. Nice job there from Lawley. She'll give it up to Clift. Clift, open lane, takes the jumper, and that is off. And another foul there on Katie Mayo. And now that will be 3 personal fouls.
And that'll bring
Mayo.
Kendall Blackburn into the game for Mayo.
Kendall Blackburn has had a nice game thus far off the bench, being very productive on offense and defense. And now the layup is going to be good there by Stromide. And now Collier comes the other way. That's knocked away by Tyra Aska. Eagles trail by 1. About 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Here's Spurl. Stolen away by Shelton. Finds Clift. Beautiful pass there from Shelton to Clift. And another nice look there from Clift to Blackburn for the easy score. And Eagles take this lead back. They lead 47-46. As Addie Clift threaded the needle there to Blackburn. And now Blackburn is going to be called for the foul on the floor.
And that's Blackburn's 3rd personal foul, as Hannah Benson's going to check in for Caroline Lawley.
Now Spurl, and that shot is blocked, I believe, by Benson. Benson has had a nice game, along with Blackburn producing off the bench. Eagles lead by 1, and they're going to set up their offense. Collier has it. Finds Benson. Has nowhere to go. She gets it back to Collier, then screens. Collier drives, threads the needle. Pass down low to Blackburn. She'll miss and get it back. Blackburn going in again, and she's going to be fouled there. And that foul is going to be on number 32. Davile Stromide. Kendall Blackburn will get that free throw to go. And Blackburn's second free throw is good.
And Kendall Blackburn's been key for Oklahoma Christian tonight coming off the bench. She's now up to 9 points on the game.
And beautiful defense there by Megan Shelton on Haley Tucker. And now Eagles come back in transition. And Kendall Blackburn loses it on the dribble there, and that's going to go back the other way. And now the pronunciation is Dovila Strimatite. The forward from Palanga, Lithuania for the Lady Bulldogs in at center right now. And that's going to be a foul there on number 12, Hannah Benson, her first personal. And now the Bulldogs, who are in the bonus, are going to shoot 1 and 1 on free throws. Squirrel's free throw is off the mark, adding to just a terrific free throw shooting night for the Lady Bulldogs. And while the referee did say 1 and 1, Squirrel is going to get 2 free throws there. And now Clift has it, gives it up to Collier. And now Collier is going to reset. Collier looks down low, and that ball's knocked away by Aska. As Collier tried to find Hannah Benson.
As it looks like they have a problem with the clock here, the referees over at the table. Looks like they put the shot clock down to 17 seconds.
Eagles still lead by 2. Cross-court pass to Levings, finds Benson down low. Benson, a good move. However, that's going to be no good. Megan Shelton will get it back. And I believe they're going to say that Shelton stepped out of bounds. The Lady Bulldogs will take it back. Pretty gives it up to Aska. Across to Spurl. Now Aska again driving down the middle. And that is not going to go. Haley Tucker will get the rebound. And her shot is rejected there by Kendra Levings. And Haley Tucker is going to give up the foul directly afterwards. And now Haley Tucker has 3 personal fouls. And that is exactly who you want to get into foul trouble.
And Tyra Peck is going to check in to the game for the Lady Eagles, as we're going to have the media timeout of the third quarter. We'll be right back with the rest of this game.
Following the foul and the media timeout, Eagles will take over, leading 49-47. As Coach Busick is going to have a word with her team, who has given up a big early lead to the hands of Addie Clift and her 20 points on the night. 4 minutes and 52 seconds remaining.
As for the Lady Bulldogs, both Haley Tucker and Bethany Franks both have 3 personal fouls. And for the Lady Eagles, Katie Mayo has 3 fouls. Those are the players that are currently in some foul trouble.
And now here's Collier. Driving, comes back, double teamed. She knows someone's got to be open. However, they're going to switch back in a simple man-to-man, and now Addie Clift has it. Good move there from Clift. Finds Benson, short corner jumper. No good. Rebound goes to Levings. She's in the corner. And that ball's knocked away. There's a reason they call that the dead corner, as Levings had nowhere to go. And pretty drives, couldn't get that one. And Hannah Benson with the rebound. And now here's Clift.
As Clift's trying to set up the offense.
Nowhere to go. She puts one up in the paint, and that is off the mark there from Addie Clift. Tough pass there. But Spurl's going to end up with it. She'll drive, and she's stolen away by Tyra Peck. Puts it up to Clift, who finds Benson. Down low to Levings. Reverse layup. And that is short from Kendra Levings, but it will stay with the Eagles. That was last touch by the Bulldogs. Caroline Lawley will check in for Levings. Fresh shot clock now for the Eagles. Collier finds Lawley. Looks inside, and that's going to be a travel on Caroline Lawley. That is going to be the 13th turnover of the night for the Eagles. As Spurl has it to Aska. Back to Spurl. Nowhere to go, but she finds Strimatite. Undovilla Strimatite scores there. In a rough pass from Lawley to Collier, and that's getting up with a Collier foul. That'll be her third personal foul. No, it looks like Megan Shelton is going to check into this game for her, as we're tied up at 49. Now shooting free throws is Spurl. Spurl's first free throw is good.
Spurl is now 2 for 3 from the line on this game, as she's about to get her second free throw opportunity of this attempt.
The second free throw up for Spurl is good. Now the Bulldogs lead by 2. Megan Shelton has it. Bulldogs back in their press. Shelton, tough pass there to Benson. And Strimatite is going to take it the other way for the easy score. And now the Bulldogs lead by 4. Shelton beats the press. To the Benson, looks down low to Lawley. She'll put one up, and that is good. Caroline Lawley. Eagles trail now by 2. Pretty driving, rejected by Lawley. And now here's Clift up to Peck. Down low to Benson. Nice catch there from Benson. Left hand hook. And Hannah Benson scores. We're tied up at 53. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this third quarter. The three-pointer the other way is no good there. That was Savannah Gray. Megan Shelton will take it down the other way. Now Clift has it. We're knotted up at 53, 2 minutes remaining. Clift looks to thread the needle, and we're gonna have a jump ball. And that ball is gonna end up with the Lady Bulldogs. So now we're tied up at 53 still. Gonna wipe some perspiration off the floor, as this game has lived up to its expectations. And now Hayden Pretty is gonna take it at the point guard position. Wide open is Savannah Gray in the corner for the 3, and that is 2 back-to-back misses from Savannah Gray. Megan Shelton finds Lawley. Lawley gets it back to Clift. And now Lawley And Clift has it, 13 seconds on the shot clock, finds Shelton. Looks across to Mayo. Back to Clift, 6 seconds, up to Mayo. Three-pointer, Katie Mayo, up, and that is gonna hit the top, and that'll be out of bounds. We're still tied up, 1 minute, 18 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Now here's Spurl guarded by Shelton. She spins, puts one up, scoop layup with her left hand, no good. Rebound from Caroline Lawley, and here's Tyra Peck. Cliff, nice pass to Mayo, spins, scoop, score. Katie Mayo is now up to 7 points on the night. Another corner three from Gray. That is off the mark. That is 3 misses in a row from three-point land for Savannah Gray.
As the Lady Bulldogs have put their press back on with 37.7 seconds left as the ball comes right at us here at our table where we are sitting. And the ball will stay with the Lady Eagles.
I don't know, Brandon, I think I made a pretty nice catch there.
Yeah, I think you did well. That was the second game this season that a ball has come right into your hands.
I had to save the equipment on the desk, you know. As Caroline Lawley drives, and we're gonna have a jump ball, and that will stay with the Lady Eagles.
As I believe the referees are talking about the shot clock here to make sure that it is correct.
And we're at 19 seconds on the shot clock. 24 seconds. A 5-second differential to game and shot clock. And Katie Mayo is going to be fouled, on the drive. That foul is going to be on Davila Strimatite. And now leading by 2, Katie Mayo will shoot free throws. And that first free throw is good from Mayo. She's not had the best night at the free throw line. She's now 2 of 5. And make that 3 of 6 for Katie Mayo. She has 9 points in this matchup.
As the shot clock is off here for the rest of the third quarter, as the Bulldogs will most likely hold for the last shot.
Good look there from Spurl down to Strimatite. And Strimatite will go to the line looking for the 3-point play. Strimatite at the line. The Bulldogs trail by 2. 7.6 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And that free throw is good. And now here's Cliff. 6 seconds left. And Cliff wants to take this last shot. She gives it up to Shelton. Shelton drives, puts one up. No good. And that will conclude our third quarter. We have a nail biter going down to the wire here in the nest. Eagles lead by 1.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
And we are back. Oklahoma Christian leads 57-56 as they're going to figure things out as the scoreboard score is wrong in the nest. In Oklahoma Christian, 57 points on the night. Addie Clift has contributed 20 of those. And then Caroline Lawley and Katie Mayo have contributed 9 each.
And if the Lady Eagles are able to pull out this win tonight against the Lady Bulldogs, it'll be an impressive win after losing to them on the campus of Southwestern Oklahoma State a few weeks ago, 98-73.
We're still figuring things out with the scoreboard.
As the referee is talking to the official scorekeeper.
And the referees are going to just make sure that the statistics are correct.
As the sheet that we have says it's 57-56 Lady Eagles, the scoreboard in the Eagles Nest reads the Lady Bulldogs leading 59-54, as the referee is trying to get this sorted out here with both of the coaches and the official scorekeeper of this game here. There's a little confusion before we start the fourth quarter.
And the Eagles should lead here 57-56 as they led by 4 following the 3-point play. And they have adjusted the score. Eagles lead by 1 at the start of this fourth quarter. There's a bit of confusion there. Would not have been good if that went unnoticed.
And that was a good catch by the referee to see that the scoreboard was wrong and get that issue fixed before we resume play.
And now, Aska looks out the Spurl. In the corner is Hedrick, and that is blocked by Mayo, but Caroline Lawley is going to get her hands on it. And the Eagles will take possession back. Bulldogs in their press. Now here's Shelton, who finds Peck. And now Addie Clift. And that ball stripped away there by Bethany Franks, who ripped it away as soon as Lawley got it. And now Franks is going to look out to Hedrick to Aska for 3. And that is good. Tyra Aska, 2 of 4 now from the 3-point line for Aska, and the Bulldogs lead by 2 now. And now Clift gets it in the corner to Shelton, back up to Clift. Wants to find Mayo. Afraid to make that pass. As Tyra Peck gets it to Lawley, back to Clift. Clift, layup off the mark, gets her own rebound. Finds Lawley for the jumper, and that is a miss, and that's going to go out of bounds, rolling off the leg of Hayden Pretty. And with a fresh shot clock, the Eagles, who trail by 2, will run an inbounds play as Madison Collier is going to check into this game and give Addie Clift a break. Shelton, jumper, can't get the friendly roll. And Bethany Frank comes up with the rebound. And the Eagles are going to have to start shooting a little better in this fourth quarter if they want to keep this game intact. Now Aska finds Spurl. Across to Hedrick, back to Aska, another 3-pointer. And that is good from Tyra Aska. It's now a 5-point lead for the Bulldogs. Collier's trapped. Crosses the half-court line, looks to Shelton in the corner for the 3. And once again rolls off of the rim for Megan Shelton. And Hedrick takes it the other way for 3. And that was a miss there. Spurl will get the rebound. And we're going to have a foul on Caroline Lawley. And now Maddie Spurl is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
And that'll be Megan Shelton's second personal foul, as Addie Clift is going to check back into this game for the Lady Eagles after the first free throw.
And the first free throw is good. Seems as if the Lady Bulldogs have came out of their free throw drought, starting to hit more of those as this game progresses. It's a 6-point game now.
Lady Bulldogs on a 10-0 run here.
Peck takes the screen from Mayo. Peck is trapped, gives it up to Clift. Clift driving, puts the layup, and that is good from Addie Clift. It's a 4-point game now, 59-63. And now in the corner, the three-pointer is Hedrick. Collier with the rebound. Collier, tough pass there. She tried to find Peck, but Hayden Priddy came up with it. And now Katie Mayo is going to get charged with a foul. That's her 4th personal, as Mayo says she didn't touch her. Aska's free throw is good as Tyra Aska now up to 7 points to start this 4th quarter.
As Kendall Blackburn checks in for Katie Mayo.
The second free throw is good for Aska. It's a 6-point lead for the Bulldogs. Cliff drives, puts one up, and that's not going to go. Now Addie Cliff is going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
And the reason why Katie Mayo went to the bench is that she now has 4 fouls in this game.
Cliff's first free throw is good. And I'm going to be honest with you, Brandon, I cannot remember the last time I witnessed Addie Clift miss a free throw. And just as I say that, that one bounces off the back iron and the Eagles trail by 5.
And that last attempt at the line for Addie Cliff, those were her first free throws on the game.
And Franks has that ball knocked away by Blackburn. It's going to bounce off the leg of Franks. And now the Eagles, trailing by 5, are going to take over and look to narrow this margin. The press. Lawley gets it into Blackburn. And now Collier has it. 4 seconds left. She has to get across half court. She does. Finds Cliff. Deep 3. No good there from Addie Cliff. A rare miss from her.
And that ball just got air on Addie Cliff's shot.
As the Eagles still trail by 5. Here's Aska. Finds Hedrick. And now Spurl. Back to Aska, another 3 from Aska. And that, the first miss of this 4th quarter for Tyra Aska. Rebound is going to be offensive from Maddie Spurl, who's going to take the 3 on the other end. And that'll be no good. Here comes Addie Clift. Clift gets it to Collier. A little bit ahead of her, but Collier uses her speed to catch up with that. And now we're going to have a foul down low on number 22, Maddie Spurl. And Haley Tucker will check back in for the Lady Bulldogs.
That'll be Spurl's first foul. It'll be the 2nd team foul for the Lady Bulldogs of the 4th quarter.
Collier looking to find someone. Finds Clift. Collier has it again to Blackburn for 3. Kendall Blackburn, and that is good. Kendall Blackburn drains a 3-pointer, and that's 12 points for Blackburn. As Lawley, great defense there on Franks, and now Lawley's going to give up the foul. That is Caroline Lawley's 3rd personal foul of this game. Eagles trail by just 2, 5 minutes, 27 seconds remaining. And if you're Coach Finley's team, you're really hoping for some missed free throws here from Bethany Franks. First one is good from Franks. Bulldogs lead by 3. Still a 1-possession game here. 9 points from Franks. Second free throw is off the mark. However, Haley Tucker will get the rebound. Now we're going to have a jump ball.
And it will be Lady Eagle basketball.
The Lady Eagles do take it back. Still a one-possession game, 63-66. And following the run to start this fourth quarter from the Bulldogs, the Lady Eagles have clawed back. And now, here's Clift who looks across to Collier. Collier driving, and now we're going to have a travel there from Madison Collier. Tough turnover there from the Eagles, and that'll be 18 turnovers on the night. Spurl gets it down to Franks. Finds Spurl again. She goes up. Collier's going to take that one away. Collier gets it to Clift. Clift driving. A nice mid-range short corner jumper there from Clift. Clift steals it away. Puts another one up. And one basket from Addie Clift. And the Eagles are going to take a 1-point, maybe 2-point lead. Addie Clift all over the floor, and that is 27 points for Clift. And we're going to have a timeout. Eagles lead by 1. And we're going to stay here as the Eagles lead 67-66. Addie Clift is going to go to the line looking to extend the Eagles' lead now to 2 points.
And Addie Clift is up to 27 points. The other night against MACU, she had 31 points, so she can surpass that point total tonight with 4:43 remaining. We've seen a great basketball game tonight with both of these teams, and I think this game's going to go down to the wire to who is going to get the W in this game tonight.
I think so too. The Lady Eagles have crawled back into this game as the Bulldogs came out firing at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and Addie Clift making it happen on offense and defense. And now Clift is going to go to the free throw line, looking to make the score 68-66. And now, Lady Eagles have taken the floor, and here come the Bulldogs. Four minutes and 43 seconds remaining. Addie Clift. That free throw is good from Clift. Eagles lead by 2. 28 points for Clift. Now here's Ashka. Been absolutely on fire in this fourth quarter. Gets it out to Hedrick, who's going to drive and look down low to Franks. Easy bucket there from Bethany Franks off the defensive miscue from Kendall Blackburn. And now here's Collier. She's got to go to avoid this 10-second call. She gets it to Peck. Peck had Clift for a second wide open from 3, but just wasn't comfortable with making that pass. And now here's Madison Collier. Up to Blackburn. Back to Peck, back to Collier. 6 seconds on the shot clock. And that's going to be a foul on Bethany Franks. That'll be Frank's 4th personal foul.
And the coach for the Lady Bulldogs, Kelsey Music, hated that call. She's letting the ref have it here.
And Lawley drives, puts two layups up. Is not going to draw the foul. We're still tied here at 68. And now Aska has it. Gets it to Hedrick. Steps back to Aska. The drive looks down low to Franks. And that ball just travels out of bounds. And here comes Clift, breaking the Bulldogs' press to Collier for 3. Off the mark, rebound goes to Bethany Franks. 3 minutes, 25 seconds remaining. We're knotted up. Both teams looking to take the lead here. Here comes Tucker. And Haley Tucker is fouled there on the shot. Not who you want to send to the free throw line, just 3 of 4 from the line. So far tonight, first free throw is underway from Haley Tucker, and that is no good. Tucker seemed kind of rushed on that free throw.
And Katie Mayo is going to check back in for Caroline Lawley. She is sitting on 4 fouls.
Now Tucker's second free throw is good. Bulldogs lead 69-68. Now Peck has it, gets it back to Mayo. Now Mayo finds Clift. And Clift will drive. And Clift is fouled on the shot by Hayden Pretty. And now Addie Clift will go to the free throw line and look to take the lead for the Lady Eagles.
That'll be Pretty's first foul. The Lady Eagles be in the bonus for the rest of the fourth quarter with 3 minutes and 2 seconds remaining.
Now here's Addie Clift. First free throw is good. We're tied up at 69. As Clift does a better job than anyone of drawing that foul. And Addie Clift now has back-to-back 30-point showings for the Lady Eagles following a 31-point performance last game against Mid-America Christian, as Taylor Hedrick is going to drive and take the lead for the Bulldogs 71-70. Now here's Clift, who finds Collier. Back to Clift, wants the three, not going to take it. Will take the mid-range jumper instead, and that is good. Addie Clift cannot be stopped. Eagles lead by 1 again, 2.5 minutes. The layup from Aska is good, and now we're going to have a timeout from Kelsey Music, and that will lead us to a break.
I understand. I know it's not your typical resume.
Okay, well.
But candidate. But I've been working double shifts just to pay for books. I've been raising my 2 little brothers. I'm determined, driven, motivated. Isn't that what you're looking for?
Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org.
Lady Bulldogs lead 73-72. Pretty balanced scoring for the Lady Bulldogs, as they have 5 players in double figures. And that's Haley Tucker, Hayden Pretty, Tyra Aska, Bethany Franks, and Maddie Spurl. And then for the Lady Eagles, Addie Clift, obviously outstanding, showing 32 points, 5 assists, and 8 rebounds. And then Kendall Blackburn with 12 total points. Okay. 2 minutes and 27 seconds remaining. Eagles trail by 1. And now Katie Mayo will inbound for the Eagles. Finds Peck. Peck gets it to Collier. Collier has it. She'll set things up. 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Collier has nowhere to go. She's going to look. Nice bounce pass from Collier to Mayo, and that is no good from Mayo. And she's going to force the jump ball. Lady Bulldogs will take over. And if you're Katie Mayo, you're going to want that one back.
Out of that last timeout, I was told by our sports information director, Murray Evans, that Addie Clift has moved up to 8th on Oklahoma Christian's all-time scoring list and 6th on the Heartland Conference all-time scoring list. So congratulations to Addie Clift.
And now Hedrick driving, can't get that one to go. Ill-advised shot there from Taylor Hedrick. Collier just weaving through defenders. Gets it to Mayo, to Blackburn, and that's off the mark. Rebound goes to Hayden Pretty. A minute and a half remaining. Lady Bulldogs lead 73-72. Haley Tucker has it. She pulls back and gets it to Hedrick. Back to Tucker. Tucker guarded by Peck. Peck is an excellent defender. And Tyra Peck is going to be charged with the foul there. The hand check.
And that'll be Peck's third, the 5th team foul for the Lady Eagles. So both teams will be in the bonus for the rest of the game.
And now Haley Tucker gets that free throw to go. Bulldogs lead by 2, a minute 13 remaining. Tucker's second free throw is good as well. It is still a one-possession game as Cliff gets that ball taken away. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It will be Lady Eagles basketball here with a minute 10 remaining.
Cliff wanted the foul there. And they're going to reset the shot clock back to 27 seconds. And Mayo will inbound. Mayo has Peck. Peck gets it across half court. And now Peck was trapped up there. And Coach Finley is going to call the quick timeout, smart timeout there from Coach Finley. She still has 2 remaining. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. And Brandon, if you're Coach Finley, what are you telling your team right now?
Well, I think it's a one-possession game. They don't need to go for a three-pointer right here, as they can make a 2 and only be down by 1 and play the trap and foul game. They just need to be smart on who the one that fouls, because Katie Mayo's sitting on 4 fouls for the Lady Eagles.
As there is a minute and 2 seconds remaining, so even if the Lady Eagles score just a 2-point bucket here, then they don't need a turnover or a foul. They just need to play good defense for 1 shot clock rotation, and they can get back and win the game. Collier finds Peck. Back to Collier. She'll set things up as the Eagles trail by 3. He finds Blackburn. Tough pass there. Blackburn gets it to Peck. And that ball is knocked away. Peck will get it back. And that's going to be a foul on Hayden Pretty. Not at all what the Lady Bulldogs want there, as the Eagles are going to get bailed out following the foul from Hayden Pretty.
Coach Music of the Lady Bulldogs did not like that foul call.
So now Tyra Peck is going to shoot 2 free throws. First one is no good.
As Caroline Lawley is going to check back into the game for Kendall Blackburn.
So assuming Peck makes this free throw, 48 seconds remaining, the Eagles just need to get 1 stop, and they can tie this game up or win it. But Peck's going to miss the free throw, and the Bulldogs will get it back. They lead by 3. And it looks like the Lady Eagles are going to play defense here, as Peck guarding Tucker, almost stolen away by Mayo. Hedrick comes back, gets it back to Tucker. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Guarded by Peck. Mayo on the trap. Here comes Pretty. Looks down low to Hedrick. And we're going to have a foul. I'm not sure I agree with that one, as Katie Mayo had her hands straight up.
And that'll be Katie Mayo's 5th foul. So she'll foul out of this game. Kendall Blackburn will check in for her. Mayo will finish the night with 9 points, 6 rebounds and 2 assists and 2 blocks.
The Eagles are going to need 1 or 2 missed free throws here from Taylor Hedrick, as the first one is good.
And that is the first free throw that Hedrick has made tonight, as she is now 1 for 3 from the free throw line.
Second free throw coming from Hedrick. And that is good as well. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor from Coach Finley. And now Eagles trail by 5. 22 seconds remaining. Once again, Eagles don't necessarily have to get a three-point shot right here. 22 seconds is a lot of time in basketball. So, a quick score from the Eagles and a foul. And it looks like the Eagles are going to have to use the foul game to crawl back into this one.
As the Southwestern Oklahoma State Lady Bulldogs did not start off this game shooting very well from the charity strike, but they've gotten better as the game has progressed.
The timeout is over, and now Lady Eagles will inbound. And I'd imagine you want to get a quick hitter here to Clift, whether it's a 3 or a 2. It doesn't necessarily matter when Clift is taking the shot. As Clift drives, puts one up, and that is good. A quick hitter there. The score from Addie Clift. It's a 3-point game. And now there's going to be a foul on Clift. And now Hayden Pretty, as the Bulldogs lead by 3, is going to go to the line. 2 misses here would be ideal, as it is just a 1-possession game.
As Pretty has not been to the line yet in this game, this will be her first attempt at a free throw tonight.
And that is good from Hayden Pretty. It's a 2-possession game, 15 seconds remaining. It's a 5-point game now. Another timeout taken by the Lady Eagles.
And that'll be the final timeout for the Lady Eagles.
And Coach Finley making sure how many she has left, and she will not have any.
As this was the final timeout for the Lady Eagles, and it is a full timeout. Lady Eagles are down 79-74 here with 12 seconds remaining in this game.
No, I'd have to imagine the Eagles are going to ideally look for a 3-pointer from Clift or Collier. Anyone out on the floor right now can hit threes when needed. So a 3-pointer would be ideal. And then they have to foul and hope for 1 miss and then get a chance to take this one to overtime. So we're still here in the timeout as the students of Oklahoma Christian have showed out big time to this game.
Yeah, and the reason why all the students have shown up tonight is that the Campus Spirit Committee is giving $1,000 to the club that gets the most points at the game tonight.
And now, timeout has concluded. 15.3 seconds remaining in this game. Inbounding is going to be Madison Collier. Clift is on the block. So I'd imagine Clift is going to try to get open for a 3-pointer. As Peck has it, gets it to Collier. Collier driving back to Peck. 3-pointer from Peck. No good. Rebound. Lawley puts one up, and that is good. Caroline Lawley. And now Collier fouls Pretty. 3-point game, 5 seconds remaining.
And Hayden Pretty was just at the line for the Lady Bulldogs, and she got both of the shots to fall here. As the Lady Eagles are going to have to hope that she misses her free throws here with 5.1 seconds remaining.
And Pretty's first free throw is good. And now, Hayden Pretty, second free throw is up, and that is good. She has been automatic from the free throw line. As here comes Tyra Peck, who puts up the quick half-court heave, and that'll just about do it. 4/10 of a second remaining. The Bulldogs are going to hold this one. And that's going to do it here. A tough matchup for both of these teams. And the Lady Eagles are going to fall 76-81 at the hands of the Southwestern Oklahoma State Lady Bulldogs.
Great job, ladies. Thank you for leaving everything on the court. Men's basketball coming up here tonight.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
Give your town a reason to celebrate. Because every Goodwill item you bring home brings job training and more to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Welcome back to Eagle Sports Network as the Oklahoma Christian University Lady Eagles fall 76-81 at the hands of the Southwestern Oklahoma State Lady Bulldogs. And now for the Lady Eagles, Addie Clift had 34 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists, and just 2 turnovers. In back-to-back 30-point performances from Clift, she has been phenomenal all year, and that's why she's top 10 in scoring for the entire Division II in the NCAA. And now for the Lady Bulldogs, Haley Tucker had 14 points. That was kind of somebody that we had kind of talked about before the game of who was a standout player, as she's the leading scorer for the Lady Bulldogs. But tonight the leading scorer was Hayden Pretty, who hit clutch free throws there at the end to ice the game for the Lady Bulldogs. Now, Brandon, what's coming up next for the Lady Eagles?
Well, the Lady Eagles will take a break for about a week, and we'll come back after finals are concluded next week, and we'll play Friday, December 14th at the Sawyer Center at Southern Nazarene at 6 p.m. We will have that game for you on OC Eagle Radio. The Lady Bulldogs record goes up to 7-1 on the season. The Eagles fall to 500 with a record of 5-5, as the Lady Eagles fell 81-76 to the Lady Bulldogs of Southwestern Oklahoma State University.
Now, I'm Will Hadley alongside Brandon Coons. You're watching Eagle Sports Network. We're going to wrap up this game. However, we're going to come to you after this break with a preview for the game coming up as the Oklahoma Christian University Eagles take on the men of Southwestern Oklahoma State University Bulldogs.